And is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? I believe that is the title, but give or take with what happened in this thing, let me go ahead and set this up for everybody. So, pretty much the plot point of this episode is that Bell is getting amazingly strong, and honestly, his weapon cannot contain that weapon anymore. So, pretty much, it's like it is up to It's up to Hestria to go ahead and get him a godly weapon. And because of that, she goes out and she sees the other gods and all that, which honestly, you see the tall lady Loki, and you see the main, like, most popular goddess, which is Freya, and also you see the one from Greek legend, which does a lot of things because a lot of these gods seem to be named after Norse gods, except for Hephaestus, which is odd to me. But either way, give or take with the Hephaestus namesake, she is a blacksmith. She knows what she's doing, and of course, you know, Hestria, she does go out and she does get the weapon for Bell. In terms of what I liked about this episode, though, is pretty much turned into a thing of, like, I liked a lot of the character building parts of this. So on and so forth, of just flipping the script around with the relationship that Hestria has with Loki. You know, being like a tall girl who's flat chested and being like a small girl who's around like 5'2". You know what I mean? Like, and like she actually has like a body and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, just like that little goofy dynamic. The odd thing is, though, is that, like, I don't really know why, because how this episode ended, it seemed as though is that, like, Freya actually has problems with Bell, and she wants Loki to go out and take him out or something like that, or pretty much like she's like alluding to him. However, like I said earlier, though, the things that I do want to see in this anime, though, I do want to see him, like, partner up with other people and him gain other friends and go through dungeons with other people, because from what the intro's telling me, he does actually gain like 2 more people who that he does like run through dungeons with. But that's just me, though. However, though, the thing that really bothered me about this episode, though, was its ending of Bell and Hestria meeting up and everything, and Bell having to return. I think her name is Steer, Syr, Seer. I believe that, like, throughout that entire thing is that, like, of course, you know, it's a bit difficult to find her in this big ass crowd, but at the same time, though, however, at the same time, though, it's a thing of, like, they probably could have told him like where her main, like, area was going to be at, because obviously, you know, girls, they sort of know that's that sort of thing, or pretty much, you know, like, just wait, or pretty much like the whole thing of him having like her wallet really wasn't all that important, because if it was, she was just going to go back and get it anyway. But either way, the thing that really did actually bother me was the fact that Hestria, she has the knife that she wants to give to Bell, but all the way until like the end of this episode, even with like the attack and the thing that Freya did, it was a thing of like, why didn't she just give Bell the knife then? But then again, I thought about it, and I seen the credits, and I seen the title of the next episode, which is Hestria's Knife or Hestria's Blade, and I'm like, well, that's pretty much why. Because they really wanted a very convoluted way for him to go ahead and get this knife, when she could have just said, I got something special from you. I talked to a few of the other gods, and here's this other weapon. Pretty much about it. I mean, like, you know what I mean? That's that Dark Cloud 2 shit of saying, like, okay, you want to fight this gigantic monster, or it's like, you know, you fight like the gigantic snake, because, you know, this is like some video game shit. But I'm like, if you ever played Dark Cloud 2, there was a moment in there in which that, like, you had to use like this special blade to kill this like special enemy, because if you use like any other weapon, the weapon would break. You have to use the snake sword to kill it. And I'm like, that's sort of like the same thing here. Like, he used his normal blade, it broke. I don't know why she didn't give him the knife then, or or like talk to him and give it to him later. But either way, that is me and that's how I see things. But hey, what do you think about it? Tell me in the comment section. I kick on the next John Graves show. Please keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I'm out.